I don't know if I'm gonna post this video, but the reason I decided to start this YouTube channel was to just document. Because I've had YouTube channels in the past where I kind of didn't document. I was just talking, and I thought I wasn't the expert in whatever that I was talking about. But this YouTube channel, I want to make it a little different, and hopefully it all works out. I want to make this into a document where I kind of document my journey, what I'm kind of going through, etc. Um, but yeah, I mean, today I want to talk a little bit about connection, and especially what I mean is connection with other people, other individuals, and how it kind of shaped and changed my life. Yeah, I mean, I remember back in 2024 when I discovered one of my favorite YouTube channels right now. And he always talked about connecting with other people, like being with other people, and not just having friends, right? Because I mean, we all know, like we all have a friend, right? Or friends, if you want to call it. But I never, like, they didn't really feel like friends to me. It just almost felt like I was kind of calling them my friends because I had nobody else to call my friends, I guess. I don't know, but today I wanna kind of talk about connection, actually finding people who really who you can really connect with, finding people who you can really connect with, who you can actually call your friends, who you can actually call your tribe. And it's kind of, I want to kind of document my journey of how I actually went about doing it. Yeah, I mean, so I guess let's start. I think the first thing is, like, the first thing is I started talking to a lot of random people. If you want to call it cold approaching, you can, but started talking to a lot of random people, especially girls. um and even though it was good at the start, like, it's gonna feel like a little challenge. Even though it was good at the start, it was never like, it didn't really feel like connection. I was just like talking to them, whatever, who cares. I was just talking to her, whatever. Like, and then we never, like, linked up anything afterwards or anything. It was just cold approaching. It's just, like, it can feel good. Yeah, and it's really good to build your confidence, I feel like. But long term, I don't know, it just doesn't, you're not gonna make much friends. And even if you do, they'll be like little, how do I say this, there's only a very little chance that you'll actually make good friends from it. But cold approaching is not the best way. But I feel like if you are not confident talking to other people, cold approaching can be really, really good. It can be really good. It can be really a good way to kind of build your confidence, of socializing and talking to different people, rather than opposed to, if you were to not talk to people at all. Because how are you going to be, how are you going to be confident if you can't talk to people in socializing? And I think cold approaching is good. Now, obviously, it has its fears and challenges. I obviously went through a lot of fear talking to other people. It was like almost, um I didn't want to talk. I was making excuses, etc. I didn't want to talk to much individuals, much people. So it just, at first, it can seem like that. It can seem almost like, when you're first fear, you're scared of talking, and then you kind of regret not doing it. you know but I think as you keep doing it, and as you get more and more comfortable talking to random people, it just kind of all goes away. Right now, I mean, I still feel right now, I can't talk to people, but it's very rare. It's much better than it was used to. And I don't have that kind of guilty feeling or that kind of regret feeling as I once felt before. Right now, if I decide not to talk to a girl or somebody or anybody that I find curious, and it just kind of and that kind of gets me onto my next point. It's just like whenever you talk to people, or connecting with people, it can never feel like enough. It's always feel like you have to do more and more and talk to more and more girls, talk to more and more people, and you'll never feel enough. It can never feel like enough. You always want to talk to people. You always want to meet new people. You always want to talk to every people or every person that walks through that street. And that was what it kind of felt like. And it's pressurizing to some extent. It's really pressurizing, and especially the guilt afterwards is just unimaginable. So that's kind of the stage, and then I kind of realized, do you know what? I need to embrace more being alone, embrace more solitude, embrace just being comfortable in my own skin, being alone, doing things alone. Traveling alone is one of the things that I've been recently kind of doing. I've been up to a lot of places by myself, using trains and buses, and that kind of builds your confidence as well to some degree. But yeah, man, just embracing solitude. Just being alone with yourself, reading a good poem or reading a good book. Just sitting down in the evening, just reading a really nice book. Just embracing that kind of solitude and improving that relationship with yourself, I think, is the first step before you kind of go and meet people. Because if you don't have a good relationship with yourself, as in if you can't spend time alone, then no matter how much you talk to people, it's never going to feel enough. You'll always want to talk to more and more and more and more and more and more people. You get the point. But I think it all starts with embracing solitude, being okay being by yourself. And then you're not gonna care whether you didn't talk to that person. Oh, that's cool. I didn't talk to him. Whatever. I'm just gonna go home and read a poem or something. I don't know. But it's I think it starts off with embracing solitude, embracing being by yourself, embracing spending time with yourself, doing things that you would normally with other people. It can feel awkward at the start, it can feel a bit weird at the start, but just kind of get used to it. Um, yeah, and then once I kind of embraced solitude, once I kind of started embracing solitude, once I kind of started being more comfortable in my own skin, what I kind of decided to do was I was like, what? I want to meet new people who are similar to me, because you can feel lonely if you spend too much time alone. You're gonna go down that overthinking route, just spending too much time in your room, you know, just thinking about random shit. But and then I kind of decided, what? I want to get out there. I want to meet new people, but I don't want to put that pressure on myself. I don't want to keep doing like 100 different things all at once. And so that's what I decided. I decided to focus on one thing, just one freaking thing, the one thing that I was gonna do socially. And I decided I was gonna join the Christian Union in my college, because I felt like they can obviously kind of relate to me. They obviously like having deep conversations. You can't really have deep conversations with everyone. And those were the kind of people that I kind of want to surround myself with. And guess what? Guess what? I think it's been 2 months ever since I've been going to Christian Union, and I absolutely love it. The people there are nice, they're caring, they're kind, but they also like to get deep. They like to get deep in the mud, about life, and talk about some really, really dark things, which I like talking about. And so I think it's all about figuring out a kind of community, figuring out a kind of a tribe or a group that you want to be a part of, because you can have like 100 people, yeah, you call friends, and you can still feel lonely. You know, the point is to not feel lonely. And I think in order for that to happen, I think you need to find people who are more similar to you. Figure out a community that you want to be part of, that you want to surround yourself with, the people that you want to surround yourself with. And at the end of the day, I think that's the most important thing. You know? Yeah, anyways, I thought I'd just come on and here and share some things. Why not? I'm deciding to make more videos, you know. It kind of gives me a little bit of a purpose. I'm deciding to do more videos this week. I hopefully will. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. How connecting with other people kind of changed who I was. At the end of the day, I think that's the most important thing. Figuring out your own tribe. Anyways, I don't know if anybody's gonna watch this. Who cares? I'll see you in the next video. Peace.